presentation of rules and regulations.
These are rules of American football. You can score by a touchdown, which is worth 6 points. There is 11 players on each team. You get 1 point if you score from a kick. There's 4 quarters of 15 minutes. The clock stops as soon as the ball goes out of play. There's roll on and roll off subs.
Regulations of American football. The pitch is 120 yards long and 53 yards wide. Each end zone is 10 yards, including the 120 yards. The middle line is 50 yards from each end. The football is always placed on or between the hash marks at the start of each play. If any part of the player with the ball touches the outside line, the ball is out of bounds.
American football regulations. False start. When a football player on the offence moves to just prior to the snap, this is a 5-yard penalty. Note that one back on the offence can legally be in motion at the time of the snap. Offside. If a player from the offence or defence is on the wrong side of the line of scrimmage at the time of the snap, a defensive player can cross the line and scrimmage as long as they can get back before the snap. But if they touch an offensive player, they can be called for encroachment. Holding. When a player grabs a football player without the ball with the hands or hooks him or tackles him. Pass interference. When a defender contacts a pass receiver after the ball in the air to prevent him from catching the ball. This is up to the referee to determine. If the contact is before the ball is in the air, it will be called defensive holding. Note that the pass interference can also be called on the offence if a defender has position and is trying to catch the ball. Face mask. To protect the football players, it is illegal to grab another player's face mask. Roughing the passer or kicker. To protect kickers and quarterbacks who are very vulnerable when they are passing or kicking the ball. Players are not allowed to run into them after the ball has been thrown or kicked. Intentional grounding. When the passer throws a pass nowhere near an eligible receiver, strictly to avoid being sacked.
Skills and strengths of American football. Having height makes you stronger. The height is something that comes natural to you through genes. Strength can also be how big and muscular you are, but muscle is something that you can work for yourself by going to the gym. As all players are not gifted with the same talent, strength can improve their games.
Skills in American football. Speed. Speed is important in American football. Speed is used to attack and also to defend. Speed can be improved by doing sprints in training, such as fartlek training and interval training.
American football tactics. American football strategy involves the deployment of offensive, defensive and special team players and the execution of plays. In American football there are a huge number of positions, formations, strategies, plays and types of play calling systems that are utilised, which makes it such a complicated sport. The different types of strategies include offensive strategy and defensive strategy. Different strategies include special positions for players and different formations to help suit the situation they are in.
Rules of football. 11 players on each team, 1 ref, 2 linesmen and the 4th official at the top level. Cautions. Disciplinary, yellow cards and red cards, 5 subs per team.
Regulations of football. Corner kicks, free kick, directing or indirect, penalty kick, goal kick, throw-in, kick-off from a start or after a goal, offside, misconduct, warning, yellow card, red card.
Offside in football. An offside occurs when the player is in contact with the ball when they are closer to the opponent's goal than both the ball and the second last opponent. The offside rule is put in place so that the opponent cannot just goal line at the opponent's area, which would make the game boring as everyone would probably be standing at the opponent's half. For it not to be an offside, there must be 2 or more players behind the ball, including the keeper, when it is played.
Penalty kick in football. A penalty kick is basically a free kick but inside the box and is 12 yards away from the goal. To get a penalty, the defending team must commit a foul on the attacking team in the penalty box. However, in a penalty kick, none of the opponents except the keeper can save/block the shot. When a penalty is taken, the ball must either be saved, scored, or missed for play to go on.
Skills in football, dribbling. Example, Maradona, Cruyff, passing short and long, crossing, heading and shooting.
Passing is a skill performed by all players at any level. How good your passing depends on your technique, such as planting your standing foot next to the ball. Secondly, your arms are placed could turn a good pass into a bad pass, or a bad pass into a good pass. Also, a good pass, a player must hit the correct part of the ball.
Tactics in football. Formation. Example 4-5-1. Attacking formation. Defensive formation 5-3-1-1. Attacking football. Direct football. Wing players. Defence football. Zonal marking, man for man.
That's the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching.